This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up part works that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. Thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 44 of Building Robocop from MGM Studios, Digastini, Fanhome, all of the above. In this issue, we're continuing and figuring out how the locking part works for the holster on the right thigh. But first we'll look through the magazine. Lights, camera, lots of action. Yeah, the filming of Robocop was probably quite dramatic. Lots of explosions and stuff. Obviously not very much computer generated stuff in those days. So yes, this is the right thigh. This is like the locking mechanism and what does it say? It's assembly of the right thigh compartment and its operating mechanism. This will hold Robocop's weapon. It will indeed. So this is why I couldn't get it to work last time, because there's other springs to use and extra bits to fit. So we'll get to that. Lots of steps in this one. Nice and confusing. We get that. We also fit the lower part of the leg in place. Basically get the leg built up. Yeah, I think there's next issue. I don't know if we've got any more to do on this, or we're going on to building the pistol. I think it's the pistol next time, so we can put it in the holster, and then we start on the pelvis next time, the last issue in this delivery. So yeah, this will finish off the leg basically. We've got food of the future food. Is it not just going to be little cubes? That's what we were promised, wasn't it? Little cubes of food. I don't know. Lab-grown meat. Interesting. I wouldn't mind trying it, but yeah, not sure. There we go. But let's clear this all out of the way. Let's get this built and see how it works. Right, so we've got lots of parts in this one. Lots of screws and two more springs and a big, I assume that's going to be the holster piece. But first of all, we're going to fit the release mechanism. So it does teach me that this is meant to be sprung outwards. So it's locked in place and then springs out, and it's held in place by this little bracket, which is going to be a button on the outside or the back of the leg, or the side of the leg, inside somewhere around the leg somewhere. So yes, this is what this middle bit is. It's not a screw hole, it's just a pin for this. So we need the small spring, goes over the little post on there, and that then goes into this socket here with the big post coming out of the hole there. Get that lined up. Should be through there, and that should be sprung. Really being sprung. Maybe the spring's fallen off or fallen over. Yep, the spring has fallen out of that. So let's try that again. It doesn't actually have a post on the inside of that locks onto. So it's a little bit tricky to get done. So that needs to go over there, like that. But then that needs to go into there with it open. That. Yeah, I'm not feeling the spring in there. I think that's, once again, I don't think it's fallen out, but I think it's twisted while it's in there. Yeah, because that's not in the right place there anymore. Right, this is obviously going to be a bit that's going to be tricky to do and difficult for me to see. So I'll get that done. That's held in place with a QP screw. And then when that's all locked in place, that plate goes over the top there. And that's held in place as well. So that will lock all of it together. So I shall disappear, swear it out a lot and get this done, and then come back and show you how that bit might work. Right, that was a little bit tricky, but not too bad. I think this initial bar is a little bit bent or curved because it's not as smooth running in and out as I feel it should be, but it works. It is okay. So that's all now attached at the back there, and that is sprung. So when that clip's closed, that actually clips it in place. So that will then be closed. And then when this button gets pushed, it pops out a bit. I feel like it should pop out more than that. Oh no, that's actually as far as it needs to go. It's eased in a bit over where I've been playing with it the last few minutes. So yeah, that goes, locks shut, and when it opens a little bit, but I think that's going to be enough because this is going to be holding the other bit in place. So we can move on to the actual holster itself. We've got a bracket that goes on there, just sort of clips in place by the looks of it. Then our big spring goes over our big tube here, and that will also go into here. Where exactly does that line up? Over that post? No, not over that post. On here. Goes in there like so. It looks like this will pop out as well. It looks like it rotates, and then when the hatch opens, that allows it to come out. So that goes in there like so. I shall make sure I've got it in the right hole, and then the DP screw holds that in place. Then we need to bring in the rest of the leg. So let me get that attached in the right place and bring in the rest of the leg. Right, I brought in everything and figured out how it goes together, just about. First of all, we are fixing this bit to this, interestingly enough. Not the way I would have imagined it would go together, but it seems to be ideal. It seems to work. We're using a couple of EP screws to hold the two little posts we've got sticking up here. So that lines up on there like that. And then the screws hold that together. So we're just holding the frame of this to the metal of the leg. Well, not to the metal of the leg, but to the interior of the leg. If I can now get it lined up properly while I've got a screw ready. There, that feels like that's there. Fortunately, that's still somewhat under the rubber, so it's not easy to do or see. And I've not got it lined up properly. So yeah, I shall get that attached on there. And then we attach the whole other bit from the other side using 3 or 4 of the metal screws. So let me get this on and we'll get that lined up, we'll get that screwed in, and then we'll see how it works. So I had to get it all together because I couldn't hold it and film it at the same time, but there we go. It is all built and I do like it. It goes together quite nicely. The hinge is obviously tucked away at the back there. It's not obvious, it's all right. And the front just looks fine. The switch for it is on the inside. So it's again out the way. And when you push that, the front piece will just pop forward just a touch. Just a bit. I think it might pop forward more in use. And this side panel sort of starts to open. And then that will open more and sort of fold up on itself. And the holster is then available for use. So yeah, this I think will free itself up a little bit more because that's not quite as free as it should be. But I might lubricate that post just a touch, just to give it a little bit of a head start. But that doesn't feel 100%. But that's how it is, and it does work. That's the important thing. I think I'll close that now. Push that button again. Find the button by feel. It is there. There we go. It's not actually locked shut. I think it's just where I've been playing with it. Yeah, it wasn't locked shut at all. So yeah, that's that. To close it up, obviously you just need to fold that open, fold that round, and that should sort of push the holster bit in a little bit as that closes. So that closes, and then that closes over the top. It takes a bit of squeeze to get that locked down in the right place. I've got to not push the button while I'm doing it. that's not quite it. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of practice to get that to the right position and to sort of ease it in and out. But there you go. When it shuts, it doesn't look like it opens, which is exactly what you're intending to happen. So that is the right leg completed. I've now got a pair of legs. One more issue on this build is going to be building the pistol. So I'll build that and then we'll store that inside there. See how that all fits together. And then we can start on something new. So for now, that is that all completed. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the build as much as I'm enjoying building it. I'll see you for more very soon. So thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.